Hey guys, and welcome back to Stellaris, my Commonwealth of Odyssey playthrough. So, in the last episode, guys, it was a rough start. My economy was bad and was going down. However, I managed to get it back up, as you see right now, and I'm getting my unity back up, and then everything else seems to be stable now. Now, I don't know if this is happening to the other AI empires right now, but they may have some difficulties, and they might start having rebellions early on, but let's just hope they're gonna still be able to survive out here. I've only expanded like a little bit, but I'm gonna end up like expanding more from the core to the inner rim. And also what I'm planning to do is get more consumer goods and alloys, because I need to build more ships and more colony ships as well. Then I also need to work on the food too. Since this seems to be has nothing on it, like the food districts, the energy, and the mining, I'm just gonna have to deal with it and just build some more industrial and city districts. I guess these don't cost any minerals at all, and that's just kind of weird. This may reduce my mineral production, because this is going to convert the minerals into like consumer goods. But I'm also going to start building an alloy factory and civilian stuff. So, yeah. Remembrance is doing fine a little bit. Ignore that outside, that was just a truck. But soon we'll get the food production and consumer goods under control. I'm gonna go over to Fleet Manager. Now I'm gonna boost this up a little bit. This might cost me a lot of alloys, so I'm just gonna save up on a lot until I can reinforce, refit, and then there we go. I'll come back to that later once I get enough alloys. But anyway, let's just continue what I'm doing. Put this up the fastest. I'll probably need more science ships as well, which could like increase the upkeep of my leaders. But it's worth it anyway. Wrecked Juggernaut. The remains of a humongous ruined warship have been found within the system. Sitcon system. Judging from its sheer size, this impressive vessel most likely served as a Juggernaut-class craft in the distant past, presumably having been disabled in an ancient conflict of epic proportions. Although it has sustained heavy damage, restoring it would most likely be quite feasible, granted we possess the technology to build our own Juggernaut. Additionally, this would undoubtedly be significantly cheaper than building one ourselves and would not require a colossal assembly yard. Alternatively, we could scrap the wreckage of the wreck for alloys, but in the meantime, studying it will provide us with engineering research. Alright, we're just finding megastructures and a ruined, wrecked Juggernaut. So we need to get that under my control. And what the hell is this? Looks like another primitive civilization. Yeah, I can literally tell that this is I don't know if this is a primitive civilization, but we'll find out. Encounter in Mardome. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Mardome system. For now, we have codenamed them Zeta aliens until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, okay. And they're hostile, and oh. So we can't go that way. Okay, so we can't go that way. So we're just gonna have to go upward. Oh. What? That is weird. I'll just wait for him to go in there. The news of alien ships coming through the whatever. I'll have to fix that as soon as he gets out of that system. Discovery Gaia World. Scientist, whatever his name, Kang, on board the science vessel, has made a wonderful discovery on gluten. I think that's how you say it. This world is an ideal temperate planet with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and a resilient ecosystem. It might offer optimal conditions at different latitudes thanks to its diverse terrain with biomes that are suitable to most life forms. Such beauty. And there's a pre-FTL civilization on it, the Tebran? That's how you say it? Sorry, these names are hard to say sometimes, and there's only 6 pops on it. So they are a primitive civilization. Alright, we'll get control of that system at some point. Because we need to probably uplift those primitives. That's like maybe in the future. I don't really know, but we'll see. Abandoned refueling station. The CSC Crescent was able to trace the fuel cloud around this planet to its source, an old space station of unknown origin. Our scientist estimates that the station to be at least 400 years old. He believes it was safely preserved for most of that time, but was recently struck by an asteroid which destabilized its orbit and breached its main storage tank. It is clear that this station will not last long, and neither will its precious content. Sublight speed, survey speed, 3 years. Might be dangerous. Let's do it like that. I need more influence. Hopefully I didn't choose poorly. construction ship built there. And right now I'm building 2 colony ships at this point so I can get to like colonizing more of these planets right here. And then I'll take this point here and then we can colonize this other planet, which is another continental world. I guess it doesn't have that much, but I'll manage to do something with it. And I'm just saving up on a lot of unity. Civilian industries. That should increase these few things should increase my alloys and consumer goods. Alright, we're gonna choose another ascension perk. The one I'm gonna choose, if this loads up. There's Mastery of Nature. Blocker. We're gonna get this one, Imperial. Oops. Now I can get more leaders. Still have to work on this fleet later, and I already finished one of my colony ships. I just got one more to go, and that'll be it.
Construction
then remembrance, I'm building a planetary administration, and everything will be fine. This planetary administration enforces decreased crime and spawn defense armies. All right. He's already done building here. And build some research stations. I got control of this system, and now I can be able to colonize this planet too. Data Diamond. Below the ice, the crystal itself makes up the majority of the planet's mass. Samples suggest an artificially dense lattices used for data storage. Estimates indicate the volume of stored knowledge as magnitudes beyond everything in our collective database. It is likely that the builders of this crystal used a phasonic... Okay, creation, studying it. A rare crystal deposit. A terrible thing to waste. There was a sudden spike in activity from the crystal which left dead. Oh! Oh my god. Looks like we need to get another scientist. cause my council to... No. Okay, so I may have made the wrong choice. Now my 2 colony ships are done. We're gonna send them out to... First one is heading for destination to the Hesperos planet. We're gonna call it New... Nah. We're gonna call it New England. I was gonna call it Canada, but I'm not sure yet. Then we'll send him to colonize this planet.
Rename it to...
Let me just think of a name. We'll just call it Luthor. They're not good with coming up with colony names, so they're heading out to them right now. And I'll get development on them later. Okay, I just noticed this right now. There's like 2 unidentified ships right here at this primitive civilization. So my guess is they either develop space travel or something. I don't really know. We'll have to wait and find out. The small craft recovered by the CSC turned out to be some kind of alien commercial courier ship, crewed by 2 unidentified organics and a crude synthetic. It was apparently transporting precious cargo when it was ambushed by pirates. The crew seems to have perished in the attack. As the assailants made away with the cargo, the ship was left to drift aimlessly until it was caught by the gravity of the star. Okay. Let's get an observation post right there so I can find out what is going on and see what these ships are. The crew of the CSC Remembrance? Okay. The ship's name Remembrance. Landed on immediately and began to set up an excavation site around the largest of the hieroglyphics, suited just south of mountains that were wrapped around the northern pole of the planet. Yeah, blah 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 blah, whatever. Got 10 artifacts. Glad to have hired Guy Martin. It actually is better. I might put him on the council at some point. But not right now. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Pantheon system. For now, we have codenamed them New Aliens, until we can find out more. Hold on, let me go into that system. Oh. Bunch of drones. So we cannot build an observation post because the planet has an anomaly on it. So it means I need to get a scientist or one of my other scientists. Actually, no. Cancel that. Head over to this anomaly. Research it and then come back to this system. Ascension perk learned. The time has come for us to choose how we want to use what we have learned during all these years. Ascension Alpha, slow learner. Ascension perks unlocked. Gamma. We can go with this one, and it gives us 2,000 unity. Alright. I got enough unity. Oh, wait, but there's a Ascension perk to unlock. Next one I'm going for is Discovery. Increases survey speed. Alright, shared destiny, one with nature. Foundation of steel. Mastery of nature. I am thinking security force. We'll go with mastery of nature. Once my scientist is done with this anomaly right here, then I can build an observation post to see where these ships came from and how are they able to get there. Because I feel like they're in like the space age. The researchers have finished investigating the reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observed in the Mardom system. Their findings are startling. We can learn to coexist with them.
An alien nation is hailing us.
No, they're not. That should give us a situation log. Pacify crystal entities. That should pacify them so we can get to this part of the system. Now let's get this under our control so I can have a few more planets to colonize. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in this system. Okay.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
We have made first contact with another. Oh my god. Two things happening at the same time. Go to that system. Then automatically survey. Then make a U-turn there. All right, so before I talk about the first contact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this into a world dedicated to mining. Where's the mining? Forge world. Here we go, the mining. This world is gonna be dedicated to mining. So let me move the city districts up a little bit. I'm gonna move it up there so they can get completed real quick. So about that first contact, I have a feeling it's gonna be Earth that I'm about to discover, since they're right over in the mid-rim and I'm in the inner rim right now. Well, just right now I'm still like expanding, but if it's Earth, then yeah. Luthal is almost done, and I'm gonna turn this into probably a world for the energy, maybe. I'll have to think about it. Xenophilic activists on Remembrance. Oh, we got xenophilic activists. As our people begin stepping out into the stars, many have begun to wonder, what do we do when we find other life? On Remembrance, this topic has been especially prevalent in public discourse. This is mainly due to the certain kind-hearted soul named, whatever, I can't even say that name, who has begun calling for systems to be created to ensure the fair and equal treatment of all aliens. This ideology is becoming highly popular among the new colonists, who are enamored with the idea of Remembrance becoming a multicultural heaven. They have begun to call her the Meditor, whatever, and follow her advice, and even before that, of higher human authorities. Fortunately, she has taken pains not to be seen to be assured our local authorities, and has consulted them before making important decisions. For their part, our local officials approve of her teachings and initiatives and recommend integrating her into the local command structure. So it seems like Remembrance wants to become a multicultural world thanks to one person on the planet. That's actually a good thing. And it's so the xenophile migration pull 100% happiness, 5% xenophile ethics attraction, 150%. Oh my god, that's like a good modifier. This colony is under the influence of a charismatic individual whose personal mission is to ensure the fair and equal treatment of all aliens. While since the Commonwealth of Odyssey is more about diversity and democracy and freedom to all regardless of where they came from, yeah, I'm gonna support that. So that's one good thing. I really was not expecting that to happen at all. But certain events have been happening recently.
Research concluded.
So Luthal has finally been founded, and I'm gonna pause this for a moment. This one, get rid of this. city districts, energy districts, one mining district, and one industrial district. And I'm going to be getting some robots very soon, so that's a good thing. Let's clear that one. And I got another science ship called the Embassy. And I'm gonna get a scientist, that's Guy Martin. Home planet Odyssey. We'll go with her, and then she's gonna go and excavate that site over there. Alright, things seem to be going much more better now. Then I got this other world right here that I'm trying to take over as well. This has a dry cavern world. I want to get over there because that can be important. Has this scientist finished? No, not yet. And my consumer goods is going up. And we need to build this. Alright. Now I got 3 colonies under my control. And they're both at level 3. Oh wait, the governor, okay. Alright, let's look at this. Best viewed. Okay. That's the space amoebas. Oh wait, what's this? There's an unidentified ship in the system. Wait a minute. That is not... That is not what I think it is. Okay, I don't know if it's one of the story-based empires or whoever, but I'm just not gonna say anything yet. So, looks like they're blocking us from moving over here, so that's where we're not gonna expand no longer. However, I'm gonna try and get these crystal entities under pacification. That way I'll be able to safely go through here. And then there's a Gaia world. I can probably take that one too. Whoa. What is this? Early warning systems have detected an unidentified object approaching the journey system at roughly a third of the light speed. Data collected remains inclusive, but given the object's speed, it is most likely an artificial origin, an interstellar vessel of primitive design. It has not responded to any of our warnings or hails, so its intentions are unknown, but its current path would suggest that the current unoccupied planet Endurance is its final destination. It is expected to bypass all of our structures and either crash, land, or orbit the planet. What? We'll wait and see what it does.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
That is a primitive... That is a primitive ship. What? I don't want to attack it, so... Wait, what is this? The station in orbit of was once a massive orders of magnitude beyond the capabilities. Disconcerting. Now can we build an observation post around it? Yes, we can. I'm gonna move him over here after he's done. I'm wondering if this is one of the story empires or one of the just smaller factions. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Our explorers knew first contact to be a dangerous affair, but none could have predicted just how true this would be. In a violent assault, the Chi aliens seized our vessel. Oh, they're hostile. Landing aboard boarding party before emergency FTL could be engaged. Despite our crew's valiant efforts, the attackers, mechanical drones seemingly piloted by a rogue AI, were able to overwhelm our defenses. The last visual feeds we received before all signals were cut off suggested that the enemy had captured most of the crew alive and were intent on interrogating them, probably with the intention of finding out more about us in preparation for further hostilities. Oh, yeah. They captured one of my scientists. Great. So they are hostile. They are hostile. That's just great. It looks like I'm about to get into a hostile first contact. I really don't want to get into a war with them right now. Which means now's the time to do this with the fleet. I'll need more alloys. We are receiving a transmission from the Hero Bot collectors. They appear to have... Wait, I don't remember this. They're not one of the story empires. Either they're a primitive civilization or... And they're driven simulators. Oh my god. So we just made first contact with a machine intelligence. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time is spreading like wildfire throughout the Commonwealth of Odyssey. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports and speculation on their culture and society. The revelation that we are not alone in this galaxy has largely been greeted with celebration on Odyssey. Just like us, the aliens appear to be relative newcomers on the galactic stage, and their level of technology is similar to ours. This is not one of the story empires. This is not one of the neutral factions. This one's a driven simulator, so yeah, I'm gonna have a big problem now. Oh, wow. I'm definitely gonna have a problem with them now. What is this? Strong? Oh, boy. So they're right where Earth is, and Spy Network's been. So I want to prepare myself against these guys, because I know I'm going to get into a fight with them. The unidentified craft that intruded on our space some time ago seems to have made a successful planetfall. It turns out to be carrying members of a species that call themselves Vree, however you say that, as well as an equipment to establish a primitive colony on this world, which they have decided to call Endurance. They don't seem to have noticed our presence in the system at all, suggesting that their sensors have either sustained significant damage or were never very good in the first place. Yeah, let's do that. So, it looks like we got a primitive civilization right in our borders. That was just out of nowhere. Wow. They're butterflies. Oh my god. And they're in the atomic age. And what is their... They're egalitarians and materialists. Okay. We got another primitive civilization, partially aware. They're partially aware of me. They have low awareness. And this empire... Oh boy. I need to be very careful now. And I need to build up my fleet as soon as possible and fast. It seems like I'm about to get into a fight with these guys. Okay, so what I think may have happened is that robotic empire I came in contact with is probably a primitive civilization, and they just got uplifted maybe. This one is a prosperous unification, and what I'm thinking is they're a representative democracy. Hold on. The colonial government. I think it's time to reveal our presence to them. Our policies does not... okay. Let's go to my policies and change... active interference. It's time to reveal ourselves to them. Visitors from another world? We always thought there must be other sentient beings out there. But even so, this feels monumental. We're unsure what the custom here is. Greetings, friends. The news that we have made formal contact with an intelligent yet undeveloped civilization is spreading like wildfire throughout the Commonwealth of Odyssey. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports and speculation on their culture and society. The confirmation that there are non-spacefaring aliens within our galaxy who have never even considered exploring beyond their own planet has largely been greeted with celebration on Odyssey. Our level of technology is far ahead of theirs. They have not yet developed spaceflight. Despite this, we could probably still learn much by studying them. This species has yet to unite their fractured world. Various schools of thought are emerging as how to govern. Time will tell which will thrive. Questioning. This pre-FDL civilization is beginning to question what might exist beyond our star system. So they were journeying from another world, and now that we've revealed my presence to them, I think I can like improve relations with them, maybe. As soon as he's done, I'm going to improve relations with them, and then what I'm thinking is that we could enlighten them. So they're aware of our presence. They're in the atomic age. They only have one planet, so I'm thinking, yeah. I'll have a talk with them later. Select leader. No, I'm just gonna let that.
Blocker cleared.
What is this? It's the political frontier. Established factions and fledgling movements alike have taken an unusually keen interest in our new colony on New England. From the moment we announced settlement of this modest planet, nearly every political voice in the Commonwealth of Odyssey has had something to say about it. Our analysts don't suspect that anything truly radical is taking root on New England, but they advise some caution. It is clear our various political entities intend to campaign and cause an ethics shift chance. What I'm doing right now, since there's a primitive civilization right there, I need to get control of it as soon as possible before these driven assimilators do, because let me just, what is the driven assimilator? Assimilators are machine intelligences driven by a search for knowledge and diverse whatever, because assimilators expand their comprehension of the universe by forcibly limiting and absorbing organic civilizations into their neural mainframe. They tend to be unpopular with organics, and our attitude with them is increasing, so they're not that much hostile. Hopefully I can avoid a war with them at some point, and then I can finally reach Earth. Vanessa Jenkins has been re-elected again as its ruler. Okay. That's strange. I guess she's getting a lot of support from people. But don't want to just focus on that. Right now I'm building up my ships, like 5 Corvettes right now. I still need to prepare for when I get into a fight with these guys. Already got subterfuge. Hopefully I can increase this a little bit. And what I'm also hoping for right here is to like uplift the primitives. See if they'll join my empire. Because what I want from them is to be part of the entire Commonwealth. So their world might get like, if I can at least try to convince them. Okay, what is this? Our political scientists have been observing New England with keen interest. However, despite feverish campaigning and a lot of recent fuss in the media, they forecast a fairly typical outcome for the colony's political future. Our researchers note that no news amounts to good news here. Despite what some fragile elements in our society may claim, there are as yet no signs that New England is being modeled into a hotbed of autocracy. Democracy remains a founding principle there for now. Okay. No sign of anything happening, so. And right now, I got like an envoy improving relations with these guys right here. And then my other envoy. See if we can like we are receiving a transmission from the West Corporate Alliance. What? I guess these are either pre-FTLs or not. The librarian is rumored to be in possession of several ancient relics. The librarian, now this one is a story empire that I made. Greetings, I am honored to have been chosen by the Director General, Victor Fleming, to represent the Librarian Directorate in all diplomatic dealings with your fascinating species. We strive to unlock the full potential of technology, a goal we hope you find equally yes. Oh. This is another one of those story empires, but this one is a hive.
We sense the presence of prey. Prey, know that we are your hunters. The biomass of the human species will fuel the growth of the Tiankian hive. Struggle if you must. It will not change the outcome.
And they are a devouring swarm. Devouring swarms have a single-minded devotion to self-propaganda and view all other life forms as prey to be consumed. They are not... Yeah. We're gonna be... Oh, here's another one. The Prophets of Aneth. Another one of the antagonist empires. So I did a trade deal with these simulators just to get in contacts with them. And yep. I want to see who the Librarian Directorate has contacts with too. Since it says that they're in possession of something, hopefully Earth is somewhere. I just hope it didn't get consumed. And then I gotta put a spy network within these guys right here just to make sure. Let's pause this.
The Tianki are a dangerous and ravenous species that want to just consume everything and infest worlds into their hive. Tenestia was turned into a giant hive as the Overmind wanted to be part of the planet itself. The Tiankian civilization used to not have an Overmind and were savage beasts hunting down prey. They had almost destroyed each other, but a single individual that called herself the Voice had gained powers to take over the minds of the Tiankians, and soon she unified her people under her will. The hive grew at a fast rate, and soon their civilization became advanced due to their intelligent minds. Space flight became possible, and the entire star system was colonized. Now the Tiankian hive prepares to devour all alien civilizations until there is nothing left, and infest many worlds until they are a part of the hive.
So yeah, this is one of those empires that I made that is another threat that I need to watch out for. So I'm putting in a spy network just to make sure I watch them. I'm starting to think that these are like pre-FTLs because I don't remember them being here. Where the hell is Earth? I hope it did not get consumed by the... Nope, it's still right there, so let's hope for the best that... This is the Prophets of Aneth. Now let's read the Caldari. This is another one of those story empires. Marauding cultists. This empire is a group of cultists driven insane or into favoring by one or many entities that inhabit the Shroud. These Shroud cultists are dangerous organizations that plot to overthrow the rule of other empires from within and by force. Their membership is as diverse as their goals and methods, spreading their faith through any means necessary. The God Empress Aneth herself. And here is some of the characters I made for each of these empires. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to switch my diplomatic stance to cooperative. That's what I'm going to switch it to. Let's hope I find the rest of the other story empires out here. So Earth is somewhere right here, and I think either the Prophets of Aneth or these guys know where they are. So what I'll need to do is like do some trade deals with them to improve relations, and then I'll be able to find out where Earth is. These guys I gotta watch out for. So far we just found some parts of the galaxy, but we're still gonna continue. And so the Librarian Directorate is in possession of something. And I'll remove him later.
Blocker cleared.
Actually, let's get some diplomacy. Let's get some diplomacy. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. They had a lot of contacts. We are receiving a transmission from the Marian Vestige. I don't know who they are. That's a fallen empire. We are receiving a... I don't know who those guys are. That's another fallen empire. Here we go! We are receiving a transmission from the United Earth Imperium. So we're going to do it like that. The Mandalian Authority. This one, this is another distant origin empire, but I'll talk about that later. So we just found the rest of the galaxy right here. I guess they had contacts with these guys as well.
Welcome, alien. Do make yourself welcome to human hospitality.
And I installed a mod that allows me to put human I guess the original person had died, maybe? Total nutcases. If you ask the precursors and fallen empires that have been watching them, but they've never done anything, yet that would justify their complete eradication as a species. They are more than a bit strange. However, the precursors and fallen empires have always tolerated them as the galaxy's equivalent of a town. So, this is what happened to Earth. They became a united Imperium. I mean, they became an Imperium after we left the planet, and now they are a military dictatorship. They are authoritarian, xenophobe, and militarists. Now, for the Mandalian Authority, they are slave soldiers. Slave soldiers have an unusual militaristic society where a small class of slave warriors are the elites. Nevertheless, they will also build and develop their nation as needed and will agree to trade and cooperate with others if it suits their interests. So they also have a distant origin as well. So they took over a world from another empire that is also a lost colony that is somewhere out here. And wherever they are, they're still trying to find out where their homeworld is. So these guys are another problem that those guys have to deal with.
Hail, Spacefarer. Let's get down to business.
You like that? Communications. They're not willing to communicate.
Hail, Spacefarer. Let's get down to business. Welcome. What do you need from humanity?
I'll use him later. Oh, well, this just popped up. Homeward bound. A junior human analyst has made a shocking discovery while poring over long-range sensors readings of the Sol system. There appears to be a direct artificial satellite orbiting Earth, one which closely resembles those used by human nation-states prior to the hyperspace travel. Could this planet be our long-lost homeworld? We will have to dispatch a science ship to conduct a more in-depth study of this remarkable world.
Situation log has been updated.
First of all, how are we supposed to get there? Because our borders are closed. So there's no way to do that. Unless we have to take over Earth, which I'm not really going to do at all. I'm going to do that another time. Now, let's build over here. Because like I said, I'm not really into conquest.
We are being hailed.
The Librarian Directorate wants to form a research agreement. We have much to learn from another human. We propose the creation of a research agreement between our empires. Sure.
Yeah, we hear you. What do you need?
So we got two evil empires. Well, not really. Fascists win World War. What? News reached us from our observation post around, however you say that name, that the Tiburon civilization's global war ended today. The planet lies in ruins as the fascist party of the conflict similarly declared the war to be finally over. Luckily, no weapons of mass destruction were used in this conflict, and the Tiburon have begun to rebuild their infrastructure, even though protests against the new regime are becoming louder. Uh-oh. That's bad. Wait, if a fascist leader just took over, let me go to the contacts. Let me go to that planet. Oh, wait, wrong one. What is their form of government now? Authoritarian. Oh. They're authoritarian now. Great. So the two evil empires are the United Earth Imperium, the Prophets of Aneth, the Mandalian Authority, and the Tianqian Hive. Those are the only few empires that are evil and are very aggressive, so yep. I mean, the story I made around these known empires are very unique, and they have certain planets and origins that give them bonuses or certain events to trigger. Now that we found Earth...
What brings you before us humans? Very well.
This is going to be...
Speak your words and be done.
A little bit difficult.
Blocker cleared.
That is if they don't, like, attack us, so... We'll just have to wait and see what the Earth does.
Construction completed.
What is this? Oh, the librarians are contacting us. They want to get to know us. Nobles, we wish to propose a cultural exchange with you to encourage friendship between our peoples. If you accept, we will send a group of librarians to the Commonwealth of Odyssey, where they will spend several months living among humans. In return, we will host a similar group of humans. We hope that, by doing this, we will be able to understand your people better and herald in a new era of friendship between our nations. Yes, we are honored. I would actually like that. They are improving our relations. Requires positive relations with them. I'm going to try and improve relations with them as well. So it seems like they want to do a cultural exchange just to get to know. And we're going to do that. Okay, so I just did a trade offer to where they give me active sensor link and I give them communications. And it seems like they have a lot. Who are they discovering next? Oh, wait. Is that what I think it is? So let's look at their territory. They're right bordering the Sol system. I mean, the United Earth. And what is their fleet strength, to be honest? I'm gonna just go into their system. Bro, they barely have any ships built. Oh my god. They're gonna get themselves destroyed if they don't build any ships soon. And this is the Imperium's territory. And they're right in their borders. What the hell is that? Okay, that is a machine world. Yeah, now I guess the Imperium had to get to that choke point just to get to that machine world and take it. Who do they have contacts with? They have some enclaves as well. Let's see who they are in contact with. If this thing does not keep freezing. That is an unknown. They do have some military, some ground forces. That's one good thing.
What brings you before us humans? Very well. Speak your words and be done.
I think I can just open my borders with them for now. And what I'm gonna do is try and at least improve relations with them. See if they will they take some... No, they won't take that. What about some minerals? Nope. Minor artifacts? No.
Welcome, alien. Do make yourself welcome to human hospitality.
We're not alien. Okay. The Librarian delegation arrives. The Librarian delegation arrived today to a rapturous applause. Humans line the streets to greet the new aliens. And billions upon billions watch their arrival on the news channels. Our own delegation reports that it has arrived to a similar. Optimism is high that the mission will be successful. Alright. I give them communications, and they give me active sensor links. What will you take? Consumer goods? Yes! Ooh, you'll take a lot! Let's get active sensor links with them too. I want to see what their territory is as well. Okay. So I'm gonna try and form an alliance with the Librarian Directorate. Okay, that did a lot. Whoa. Okay. There's the Prophets of Aneth. Where is their homeworld? Okay, so they have a few gateways. They got Cirrus. What the hell is that thing in there? I'm gonna go in there and see what that is. Oh, I've never seen that before. This is their territory. Let's go into the Mendelian Authorities territory, see how much they have. They don't have any fleets as of right now because no one is gearing up to go to war with each other yet. They got a lot of discoveries right here. So the mod I have is called StarTech AI, and I think it prevents anyone from going to war for 40 years, and everyone's just building their economy, and then in 40 years, that's when the real fights begin. So yeah, this is their territory right here, and the Imperium has not stretched that far.
Construction
They're still
completed.
building up, and then The hell is this in here? They got a few planets under their control, including a tomb world. Okay. And what is that? Another tomb world.
Construction completed.
So far, the Earth has done pretty good.
I send my regards to your domain, but I assume you're here for something else. Hail, Spacefarer. Let's get down to business.
Let's just close borders with them for now. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna remain neutral at this point, since nobody seems to be fighting each other at this point. Which is actually a good thing. So that means I can basically just work on my economy while they're doing that. I mean, I can just work on my economy and not have to worry about going to war with anybody. I do gotta worry about that primitive civilization that's right here. So there was an event going on, and this popped up, so the ship is hailing us on screen. Oh! Oh, no, I know what this is.
Our station is under assault.
Oh. This is a MiG. This is supposed to be a MiG game crisis. We are the Vazirons. We made this galaxy ours long before your ancestors even left their pitiful caves. You will serve us or share the same fate as those who came before you. Know that you merely exist because we allow it. Should you dare resist, you will end. Who are you? Your masters. You will... And where the hell is that? Is it right in my system? Ooh, boy. I gotta get my fleet over there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take that on. Let me sell some minerals. Oh, damn it. Sell some of that. I didn't think I was going to face the Vaziron. If that's how you say their name. If I didn't say it right, then just correct me. Seven Corvettes. They are right in my system. Woo, look at that fleet power. Come on, let me... Oh, I can't do it while it's building. I'm gonna have to let them destroy that. If... Oh boy, they're gonna come back with a larger fleet at some point. I just know it. Alright, so we're gonna investigate this subspace rift. The one that who calls themselves the Vazaron Hegemony, that's what they call themselves. I've never gotten this event before. I've never gotten it before. If anyone can tell me in the comments if they've gotten this event before, just let me know. Because I've never did, and I'm already building up my fleet just ready to counter those guys. But then I also gotta upgrade their armor once they're done building. And then I can send them over, and I got 1 civic point. I'm gonna have to deal with that later. Oh boy, this is just out of nowhere. Plus unity. I really gotta form like some type of treaty with these guys at some point. They don't let me. So I think once the 40 years are up, that's when I'm gonna start seeing these few empires starting to build up their military, close borders with everyone, and then everyone is just gonna start fighting each other. But right now, I gotta counter this Vazaron threat here. I'm also investigating this situation right now. Got a bad feeling about this. Okay, progress update of the Discovery mission. Our respective delegates have spent some time building Rapture with their hosts. Initial differences between humans and Librarians have been smoothed over, and we are learning fascinating novelties about and building a close relationship with Librarian daily. Alright. So I just looked at the Prophets of Aneth's territory, and they got like, oh god, I'm not going to be able to fight them because they are too powerful. What is this? A highland world. That is something I've never seen before. Well, let's check out the Mandalian Authority. Has anyone even started building up their military yet? Nope, not yet. Everyone is just remaining neutral at this point, but they're building up their armies, of course. Everyone is just building up their armies, and that's it. The Librarians have not built up yet. I don't think the Imperium is building up anytime soon. Wait, that's the Gatso system. Did they find a primitive civilization there or something? No, they didn't, but the Imperium seems just to be neutral.
Welcome, alien. Do make yourself welcome to human hospitality.
At this point, everyone is just remaining neutral, and nobody is fighting each other. I'm already building a relationship with the Librarian Directorate. Okay, it is the year 2224, the 1st of January, and right now, apparently those Vazaron Hegemony literally disappeared out of my system. So now I can rebuild. So much for like building a sizable fleet. But what I'm going to do right now is probably do some trade deals with a lot of the other empires. Let me get this up here. Okay. I mean, I built that fleet for nothing, but I'm still gonna keep it because I got the hero bot collectors to worry about right now. And why? Because I already showed you they're like driven simulators, which means they can like assimilate a lot of pops. And the only reason I did any trade deals with them is because I wanted to get in contact with the rest of the other empires out here. But only these guys are right here. Now, Earth. Looks like I got a situation log with Earth where I have to, like, homeward bound. A recently discovered planet Earth may be our species' original homeworld. A science ship is needed to confirm this discovery. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know why I would get that situation. I mean, this is they are human.
Welcome, alien. Do make yourself welcome to human hospitality.
But I guess I mean, since the humans of the Commonwealth of Odyssey have been on this planet for so long, they completely forgot about Earth. Not everyone has forgotten about Earth, but now, since they got into contact with the Earth, and they see that they're human too, that's making them question if Earth is really their homeworld. And this is Emperor Shang Zhao, which is the leader of the entire Imperium. I know they're total nutcases. But I don't think they're going to become a threat just yet. And the prophets of Aneth and the Imperium are not like... Their borders are not close to each other, because there's another mod I have that's called We Require Borders. It's like... It prevents the AI from just declaring a war on an empire that's completely far away, and the wars last for like forever. So until they like touch borders, there's no diplomacy. Well, there's some diplomacy, as you saw with me with the Librarian Directorate. So yeah, once I get borders with them, that's when I'll probably do some more diplomacy with them. Right, I just noticed this right here, unspent civic points, so I got a civic point. So I guess I can add another civic. Okay, let's see if I can add it. Well, we have Beacon of Liberty and Free Heaven. What else do we need? Unity from administrator jobs. I don't think I need the unity. I don't think I need this either, so... Diplomatic masters. I think I'll go with the bureaucracy. And this is gonna cost me a lot of unity to reform my government. Behemoth Builder. What is Behemoth Builder? First of all, what else am I missing? I'm just looking at the rest of this. Yeah, because probably I do need a lot of unity, so... With the new changes to our government approved, our vast bureaucratic will take significant time to adjust, while the process of updating and... Okay. Okay, so I just noticed this in this system right here, and it's like right next to the Librarian Directorate. This is a very giant weapon right here. I don't know if this is a weapon because it's part of one of the mods. This is a outer gateway. And there's a Stellarite energy seal around it too. And these guys are right here. And then there's some ships right next to the Librarian Directorate. That's Reptilian. So I can probably take a guess which empire this is. I can already tell who it is, but I'm not really gonna say yet. But yeah, that is a very giant weapon. We have received the transmission from the Corellian Suns organization. That's another story empire. And this one is basically a criminal organization that I made for this particular playthrough. The cute little reptilians. So where are the Corellian Suns? Oh, they are kind of big. I could have made friendly relations with them. Let me see if I can. Okay, I think that'll boost it a little bit. So the Corellian Suns are basically a criminal organization that are based in the outer rim of the galaxy. And they have like a special origin which gives them a different planet type. And that could be a scrap world, but I'll tell you about that later once we see it. Ah yes, here's the other distant origin empire. The Wasarian Liberation Pack, the ones that are trying to look for the Mandalian Authority. I represent the Wasarian Liberation Pack. Our elected leader, Commissionary General Cog, son of big hopes for peaceful relations with your people. But know that we are capable, yes. And I'm going to give them contacts with the rest of the galaxy. In exchange, they give me contacts too. So, this empire, they are vengeful refugees, this civilization which was forcibly expelled from their homeworld by the Mandalian Authority. They are trying to gain back their homeworld, so once they get in communications with them, then they're going to have a problem. They're going to try and retake their homeworld somehow. That's why I made two empires that are from the same homeworld. So it looks like the Liberation Army is gonna try and take on the Mandalians if they get close to them. And right now they're bordering the Corellian Suns organization. And it looks like the Corellian Suns are the ones that have been expanding a lot, and they're big. And right now, I'm just sending my construction ships to start taking the rest of these and build more outposts. And I'm just about to build an outpost right here that has this Gaia world, since one of my scientists is already done. We go to government. I made Guy Martin part of the Commonwealth of Odyssey Council, since he's kind of deserves to be on the council, honestly.
Construction completed. We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
And I closed my borders with the hero bots, collectors, because I know I'm going to end up going to war with them at some point. And I can already see that some people are already building up their military. But it hasn't even been 40 years yet. Yep, these guys are building up their military now. So far, everything seems to be going fine, and I'm still working on my economy. And nothing else is gonna break out. Like, no wars have broken out just yet. And I also found out that this corporate alliance is the vassal of the Mandalians, so they got vassalized or uplifted by them. So once these guys come into contact with the Mandalians, their goal right now, because they're both going to be having events with each other once they meet, they're going to try and find some way to get to each other and start a massive war with each other. I don't know when that's going to happen, but we'll see. First, and my planets seem to be doing fine as well. They're still building up. This one's building some generator districts. Alright, we gave them communications. Alrighty guys, that's the end of this episode. So far, we have found most of the story empires, some that are not story empires. Now, my biggest concern right now is the hero bot collectors. I know I did some diplomacy with them and they're not as hostile to me right now, but I still gotta worry about them. So I'm gonna eventually declare war on them in the future. If they start to become like a threat and then become more hostile towards me, and I notice that people are starting to build up their military now. We found the Wasarian Liberation Pact that is basically far away from the Mandalian Authority, but they'll eventually get to them at some point. Then we found Earth, which has turned into an Imperium. And let me just look at their... What do they have? Oh, actually, because I've noticed that they've had some things. They have a lot of colonies in their system, so they've been colonizing a lot of worlds. They colonized the Tomb World. Wow. This continental world that has 8 pops. Then they have this, and apparently they found this machine world that is in their territory. And it has multiple planets around it, just like the one I found earlier. But this one is for a machine, so something is going to happen in their territory. And they're probably not going to be able to fight it. And then here's ancient battlefields. So basically they have a lot of colonies right here, and I think their economy is more stronger than anyone else. Let me just look at the situation log, victory. Where am I? I'm at the bottom. Wow. Commonwealth of Odyssey. My score is this. Oh my god. The United Earth Imperium is in the top. And the Tiankian Hive is way at the top. Wow. Seems like the Wasarian Liberation Pact wasn't doing that much expanding. Then we found the Carillion Sons, and they seem to be slave traders. But I only did some deals with them so I can get in contacts. They're a crime syndicate. This government is enormous and ruthless business syndicate which shares many of its operating practices with organized crime. Slave traders. Slave traders are a slave-owning society. Many of their slaves are not necessarily captured via war, but through trade and social custom. They are wary of conflict as it threatens the stability of their economy, and prefer trade and diplomacy, but will fight to protect their interests. And they lie in the outer rim, but they're expanding into the mid. They're expanding into the mid rim, the inner rim, and they'll possibly keep expanding. But since it's not been 40 years yet, and no wars have broken out between any of the empires, what I'm seeing right now, because I know the Tianqian Hive is the biggest threat that everyone has to deal with right now, because they're a devouring swarm, and I already got a spy trying to like break through their systems just so I can see more information about them. Because I already fear that they're going to become a galactic threat already. So what I'm seeing is the Mandalian Authority, the Prophets of Aneth, the United Earth Imperium, and the Mandalians' vassals are going to be teaming up to like fight against the Tianqian Hive. I don't think they will because of their differences, but still. What I'm doing is preparing for war against the earbots in case they do. I know I said that, but hey, I gotta prepare. Then I got a few planets that I'm going to be colonizing in the next episode. And then I'm going to colonize that Gaia world that I found, because it's going to be perfect. I got 1, 2, 3, 4... basically 4 worlds to colonize, and then what I'm also thinking, once this cultural shock is over for this primitive society that landed here, I can basically uplift them and bring them into my empire. So far, I'm the only one right here that's like remaining neutral like everyone else is. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, have a good day, and goodbye.